Logbait is back, and not only is it back, it's one of the best decks in the entire game. If you've been playing Clash Royale recently, one, I feel bad for you, and two, you've probably noticed that there's not a lot of Logbait in the meta right now, and there hasn't been for a little bit of time. Now, I'm not talking about Hyperbait, and when I say Hyperbait, I'm not talking about that guy who makes the TikTok audios. I'm talking about the really annoying Skeleton Army Vines Bush decks. I'm going to use this to try and keep this alive. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is a lot of extra barrel damage. Okay, I will take that. I got to be careful not to overcommit. Yeah, because things like this will happen. But hopefully the hunter doesn't clear out every single one of our skeletons instantly. Nice. Only one hit from that. And, oh, okay. I was going to wonder if one of the skellies oh. Okay, well, not a very fun full counter, but a full counter. So yeah, Logbait hasn't really been in the meta for a little bit, and it's back with a might all of a sudden. And a lot of that is due to the Hero Knight, as well as the Skeleton Army just really fitting in the vibe of classic Logbait and adding a little more pressure and defensive ability to the deck without, like, compromising the classic Logbait feel of the deck. Because you don't want to, you know, stray too far away from classic Logbait or you're gonna get to Hyperbait, and nobody likes Hyperbait. But what we do like is getting a lot of damage with the Evo barrel, ladies and gentlemen. That is a, oh my god. That is a, like, I didn't even counter push him when he was, like, low or something. I was just taking advantage of having troops on the board. We are able to just smite towers at will, and I'm pretty sure that's enough to make a grown man give up. So on to the next one. Ooh, you might see what's happening here. You wouldn't be Logbait without Princess the Bridge, and ooh, the barrel is out. I'm gonna fake go in with the goblin barrel now just to see if he overcommits, and then go in with the real goblin barrel over on this side. And, oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, so it looks like we're playing against what I think is 2.6. Not sure how this matchup is for me when I have Skeleton Army instead of the Goblin Gang. That's actually a really big change. Like, Goblin Gang was cool and all. It got nerfed. Spear Goblins got nerfed. But the Skeleton Army is just so much better. It's not even funny. Like, it's just so much better on defense, on offense. I ranked it at #1 in the world. I ranked it at #1 on my Evo tier list, and I think you can see why. You know, you probably played against it. You might be playing it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you're playing it because it's one of the most popular and best Evos in the game right now. And Log is currently out of hand, which would mean we have a free hog counter. Okay, let's go in with, like, this, though. I feel like this is going to be kind of hard to stop. Get some extra shields coming in here. He gets the log going into the general's going to dodge the log! He dodges the log! I don't know how the hell he's over here, but we're going to taunt again. Look at the skeletons on the right lane! He has to burn a fireball for it! Oh my god, that is all the Skeleton Army propaganda that we need to show. Let's get our first eye tower of the game in here. Ice Spirit to pull this Valkyrie away so she doesn't kill the or deal any damage to the eye tower. So I have the full HP of the eye tower to tank for that. Let's see. It would be audacious of him to go with a log on this. Yeah. So I think I should start, like, predicting things he's playing to protect my princess with. Let's go in with the knight over here, and I think I'd like a dark goblin outside here to apply a little bit more pressure and to kill this Tesla. He could consider logging it. I don't know. We don't have a rocket in this classic Logbait deck, which isn't really necessary, to be honest. We don't really need it. What? Wait, what did I take out for... Oh, I just lost my mind. Sorry, we have Dark Goblin and Princess in here instead of running the rocket. That's what's different. I was just thrown off for a second. Let's use this shield for literally no reason, actually. Just hitting the shield to mash ability buttons, and let's get some offense going. The Skeleton Army is the card that's single-handedly gonna win me the game. So, like, I don't want to just be using it. He's gonna have to log this. So I'm gonna go Dark Goblin over here. He doesn't log it and will take damage. That's exactly the thought process I'm going for. There is, you log it or you take damage. And so I'm going to make him log it. Let's go Ice Spirit over here. I think I also want to log just like this, and we should be able to mitigate it to 1 hit. We'll just go with another Dark Goblin over here. I'll go Skarmy just like that. Again, he's going to... Beautiful Dark Goblin. He's going to have to... I'm going to pop this ability just to keep the knight alive for a second. You can't log! You can't log! You need to stop doing it, buddy! Let's see. I'm going to go in with an eye tower here. He's not going to be able to full counter the barrel, and that is GG's, even if they weren't 1 level over leveled. Ooh, a man of culture. I see. We should be able to full counter, yes, with the Skarmy, which is kind of nice as well. You can have an advantage in Logbait mirror matchups when you have the Skeleton Army to defend the barrel as well as the logs, but lets you get a little more aggressive with your own logs. Not going to make a joke about getting aggressive with my log. Ice Spirit Barrel to throw off the opponent a little bit because we do have the shield for some extra HP, which we could beautiful Ice Spirit use so that we can keep the Dark Goblin alive long enough to get a little bit of damage here. And I will go with the Eye Tower just like this because it is the best option in my hand to be dealing with what he's got. And it's also going to pull a couple of the units over there. He's going to use the Wizard's, or I think the Wizard's range outranges my Eye Tower, so he'd be able to get to the tower. I don't mean it outranges the Eye Tower, sorry. It would have been targeting the tower, so I went with the skeleton army there just to make... Did he zap that, or did it... I'm hallucinating. Oh, that is a level 17 baby dragon. Good lord. I'm not ready for level 18, dude. I like it. Level 17 just looks unnatural. This game is cooked. Let's maybe hit this ability last second so we can pull everything off, and that's actually going to do literally nothing for me, except, like, I guess kill most of the... Oh. Actually, that did turn out very well. I didn't expect that. This is another good part about having the Eye Tower. Not only for top ladder matchups where there's giant Sparky literally everywhere, but for mid ladder where Eye Tower is one of the best buildings defensively, I think, as long as you know, have a certain level 17 freaking giant skeleton, as long as you have a certain idea about what you're doing. I'm gonna hit the shield here just so we don't have to commit anything else. Like, the ability is not even, I'm not even using it for the taunt. Like, the majority of the time I play it, I'm just taunting because it gives me extra health. Like, does that make sense? Okay, now we just go with the log here, and what do you have? Because you Valkyried the fake barrel. Like, dude, that is 5,000 plus damage we got off of that singular interaction. All right, let's get a princess here. I'm actually gonna get an Ice Spirit as well, just to yes, a cologne. Okay, well, we should be able to kill most of that stuff. We do take a little bit of damage. Sorry for the sloppy D right there, but I'm gonna send in a nice little play here that I like to do, assuming he's going to skeleton army this. Yep, because he... What are you doing, Huntsman? What was that? What was that? Did you like, is he playing blindfolded? He's just playing off audio cues. He's, oh, here, goblin barrel. Where did my skeleton army go? My Valkyrie doesn't do that. She never does that. Perfect timing. Skeleton army here is I was joking. That was a joke. Okay, I have a log. I have looking like I'm going to be playing against what, double barrel bait? Maybe? Okay. Yeah, okay. So it is bait. It is bait. Is the Skarmy actually going to scar me this time or no? Okay. Well, he has a zap. Okay, good to know. So he has a zap, which is good because log is a lot better, I think, against the skeleton army. Actually, they're both pretty much the same. He's got a queen, and I think I mean, zap is okay. It's not good against the skeleton army Evo, which is nice. None of the small spells are. I mean, bar barrel is probably the best one. But other than that, there's not too many options. I think we use the taunt here just to try and stay alive a little bit longer so that maybe our Dark Goblin plus the tower can finish off the Archer Queen. Nice, they do. What I could do, now that the arrows are out, our Princess and then Skeleton Army, assuming he plays a Goblin Gang for the Princess. He doesn't, but he's going to have to play... Oh, a Mega Knight. I didn't know you had... Yes, I did. This is clearly Mega Knight bait. Okay, but we got a little bit of damage. That's still cool. I think we take the log here. We're gonna take a little bit of damage from the one little wall breaker there, but that's honestly totally fine. Let's get ready to hit this ability again as well. Taunt so the Dark Goblin stays alive, and he is locked and loaded on the tower. He is not being retargeted. Beautiful damage. There is just so many outplays you can do with this deck, given it's just being reinforced so heavily. He's spamming things at the river now, which isn't going to do too much for him. I could low-key time an ability here so we take no damage to the Dark Goblin or the tower, and we get the shield for the defense. We'll go Princess Goblin Barrel in case he tries to Goblin Gang on our right side barrel. He arrows it instead, commits an entire Mega Knight to that, which is fine because we do have an Eye Tower. We're going to freeze it. It should jump on the Eye Tower again. I don't care if he has zap because now he can't zap our skeleton army, which is great. We'll get the log going here, get a knight going here. Maybe I could have activated the King Tower, to be honest. That probably would have been a better play, but I'm kind of like a chud, so I didn't do it. Oh, that's not good. Can we lock in real quick? Oh, King Julian! All right, let's get an Ice Spirit barrel just because he thinks I'm going to barrel in the right lane, but I'm actually not going to barrel in the right lane at all. We're going to go in with a lot... Brother. You gotta lock in, dog. You gotta lock in. No, he doesn't play anything for the Knights. What? This is why we I-tower, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we oh my god. This is not why we I-tower. Okay. Well, no Dark Goblin hand because I decided to go Dark Goblin the bridge first place. So I guess you reap what you sow, and we will take three. We will take 3 balloon hits. Epic. I don't think it's worth it to hit the ability there. It wouldn't really do anything for me, and I'd like to save up my elixir a little bit. Let's go Ice Spirit. Potentially keep this princess alive. No, we're not going to do that. But we get a little barrel damage. You know what? We're going to make a comeback, especially with that well-timed Goblin Barrel getting a few thousand damage. Now, I do understand we would have got less damage if that barrel wasn't over-leveled, so I'm going to put on an absolute masterclass to prove that... that doesn't count. Fuck. That didn't count as a stutter, but when I tried to justify it, it did. So we stutter literally every single video, I'm pretty sure, of the year so far. What I was trying to say is I'm going to prove that I'm not winning this game because I have an over-leveled Goblin Barrel, okay? That is not why we will be winning this game. I will hit the ability here now just to keep the Knight alive, to potentially go in with another Goblin Barrel here. He's got to respond to the Dark Goblin, the Knight, and the Gob Barrel, so that's going to be a lot to deal with. And as you can see, he's forced to Vines. That means he doesn't have anything for the Dark Goblin, and we would have taken that tower regardless of what level our Goblin Barrel was. So, I mean, outside of that beloved start we had, I'm not really too worried about this game. I mean, we kind of just used our Dark Goblin first play and probably shouldn't do that. Lesson learned. Let's get to our Skarmy Evo and have some fun. I'll go with the Knight in the pocket here, just in case he plays anything to counter the Skarmy. We could just taunt, or he plays his barrel counter, and I can quickly cycle back to an Evo Skarmy since he is 3-4 cards off. So if I just do the placement, or just don't do the placement, okay, well, that's still fine, because I can get a lot of damage, which is pretty cool. I didn't know he had a minion horde when I played that play, by the way. So we're going to overtime! Yay! Hooray! Unless... No, there's no unless. Oh, I could have maybe got that eye tower down. I don't think it's worth it, though. Let's just save it. Let's just get ready for overtime, ladies and gents. A little bit of a sloppy start. Prediction is crazy. That was an accident, not a prediction. Let's see if he goes with another minion horde here. Okay, he does. I'm not going to pop that shield. I don't think it's worth it. We should be able to get another princess shot here. Nice. I'll go with this. Try and cycle another skeleton army here. See if I can't get, like, something good out of him. Maybe a Valkyrie, so that I can switch up the placements a little bit. He's got arrows. So the problem is he has vines and arrows, so he's finding ways to keep saving the arrows for the Goblin Barrel, which is a little bit tedious. But I should be able to outcycle him potentially. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do here. I'm going to go Skarmy just like this. I do want to try and outcycle him, so I'm not going to commit an extremely heavy card to this Goblin Barrel. What I am going to do is go Barrel Knight here, and if he does decide to go in with Minion Horde, we're going to log quickly, because he doesn't have enough elixir to go Minion Horde. We get the taunt going, and oh... So why do my troops retarget every time something breathes on them? But when I play it, there's no time for coping. We need to go in. I don't want to put my vine or my thing right next to my tower because you can get really good vines value out of it. He goes vines on that. It's fine. He goes skeleton army here with hopefully the correct placement this time. Beautiful. Okay, that's just unfortunate. That's just very unfortunate. But not unfortunate enough. GG.